What's happening, everyone? As you can see, these are lights. And I was extremely fortunate to be contacted by Auxbeam, as quite a few of us who have channels are contacted by them. They have a great product and they like to reach out to people. It's a great marketing tool for them, and I am more than happy to do a little bit of an unboxing and install vid. Even though I don't use the lights too much, I'm not out too much at night, but it is a nice option to have on your machine. And yeah, so here we go. I've got the 12-inch light bar here that I'm going to put on the front, and I've got two 3-inch light pods for the back. They also sent me the proper wiring harnesses for them, and I'm just going to do this quickly, pull them out one at a time, and we can take a quick look. There's your 12-inch light beam. It's not a bad looking unit, to tell you the truth. Again, extremely well constructed. Everything seems to be, it's got some weight to it. It's made of some pretty decent material. The fins obviously are for cooling, middle of the summer if you're gonna have it on for some night riding. I did get the wiring harness for it as well. Just to let you know, it's still going to be a positive review because every plug seems to be accounted for on here. It's pretty much plug and play. These ends are bare. They're supposed to have spades on them. It's pretty straightforward. You have an inline fuse right here, and they got all their bases covered. What I don't like, especially for us mudders, what I don't like is the on-off switch. If you can see that. The on-off switch is fine in dry weather. It's great to have the lights that say green and red on and off. That's great. But as soon as this thing starts to see any sort of wetness or mud, I expect it to fail. They could do to improve their on-off switch. Now, mind you, if this was a car or a Jeep like they have here on the front of this picture on the box, that would work perfectly. You'd be inside, it would be nice and dry. For this application, you can't very well put it inside anything. It needs to be outside on the cowling somewhere. That's my quick unboxing of the Auxbeam stuff. Okay, I'm going to throw it on, and we'll come right back, and we'll see what she looks like on the machine. Well, that's it, ladies and gents. That was pretty straightforward. I was pretty impressed. Now, I'm not going to show you the mess under here. Just know that for my own ease of installation, I have moved my battery from the bottom into this upper compartment. And there's actually a little battery hole in there. That's going to be on another video. But for now, this is about the Auxbeam lights. A lot easier for me just to run everything into here. And the Outlander actually has factory holes right here at the rear bumper bracket. For some reason, don't know why, maybe for this reason, who knows. But as you can see, they fit in there absolutely perfectly. I was pretty impressed at how well they went in. Switch for these, I was concerned. Earlier I had mentioned about being concerned with the mud and the water getting on them. But I have this new Elemental ATV crash pad. Look at that. Isn't that spectacular? I love it. It fits perfectly. And the switches fit perfect right under that. So they are safe there. These switches can actually be unplugged further on down the wiring harness, so you can just order another one and plug it in. We're going to go out in a second here. It's going to be dark. Now, this is just done quickly here. Don't take that into account. The unit didn't come with the female spades at the ends of the wire. Why, I don't know. Because within the wiring harness, it came with the female ends. I'm sorry, it didn't come with the male ends on the end of the power wire and the ground wire for the lights. Whether it's this 12-inch light bar or the 3-inch light pods at the back. So I just got them jimmy rigged right now, just so we can get this thing out and see what it's like in the dark. Maybe it's so that people can put a longer wire on there. You just solder in another wire, and depending on where this goes, because these aren't specifically for ATV. You know, they're for Jeeps and all that sort of stuff. I just happen to be putting it on my ATV today. This Auxbeam will not fit underneath my rad relocate because of the little mounting tabs right here on the bottom of it. So I'm gonna have to figure something out whether I do go to the top of it up here I'm not quite sure what's going to happen there. But for the moment, that's a perfect spot for it. We're going to go outside here. I'm going to crank this sucker up. We're going to go out in the field. We're going to turn these on, and we're going to have ourselves a light show. Right on. Let's take this sucker outside and light up the field. Oh, man. Turn the halos off. Turn those off. Those are some pretty thick-ass lights. Let's do on and off. Off. Oh yeah. And then the back ones. Well, I'll tell you right now, the pod lights, as you can see, are more spotlights. They're not like a flood. Okay, but the cool thing is you can turn them and maneuver them to wherever you want. You can blind whoever you want with those things. I feel sorry for whoever is in front of me and turns around. There is nothing that I couldn't see with these. Technology. Check her out.